So we got ourselves an interesting data collected from UCSD. They surveyed 200 students on their opinions of campus housing. For universities, it's very important to understand the students' feel of their campus, because if it's not safe for a certain gender or for overall students, then they gotta fix that. Otherwise, they run the risk of losing that demand of wanting to stay on campus, right? So, if we're talking about males, we had 40 males have a positive opinion of housing, 36 have a negative, 14 remain neutral, and they asked a total of 90 males at UCSD. For women, females, they asked 110 females, 42 were positive, 56 negative, and 12 were neutral. And again, this is a relative frequency table because we're talking about two different totals. We're talking about the total of males is going left to right, as you can see. The total males, the total females, that's one type of total. And the other total we're talking about is the total number of positive opinions, the total number of negative opinions. And they all should add up to 200 overall. This is what's so fascinating about these types of tables. So, if we want to make a relative frequency table, right now it's just a table. But if you want to make it into a frequency table, we have to turn it into a percentage. Because you notice that we did not ask the same amount of males and females. So to make it fair, we need to turn it into a percentage to make it more understandable. So how do we do this? Easy. First, let's talk about the male counterpart. So we asked 40 males. 40 males were positive. And what was the total? Again, the total was 100% on this side. So if 90 is the 100, the total, we're going to divide this by 90. And I don't know if you guys remember how to turn a fraction into a percent. You simply divide 40 divided by 90. We get 0.44444. And to turn it into a percent, you just multiply by 100. So we got a 44.4 goes on forever percent. Now for the negative, we had 36 males out of 90 say negative. So that will be 36 divided by 90. That will be 0.4 times 100. That makes it a 40% of males were negative. And the last one, 14 males were neutral. Out of 90, 14 divided by 90, that will make it 0.155555 times 100. That will be 15.5%. Goes on forever, right? For females, same thing. But now, what's the new total? It's 110. So that will be 42 over 110. 42 divided by 110 times 100. That will give us 38.18%. And the next one will be 56. 56 divided by 110. So 56 divided by 110 is 0.50, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90 times 100. That'll be 50.90 forever percent. And the last one, 12 over 110, which would be times 100 will be 10.90% forever. And that will give us also the 100% there. So that's basically how you make a frequency table with percentages to make it fair for everyone. Now on the homework, sometimes, if it's multiple choice, maybe this will be a 44%. Maybe this will be a 15 or 16%. It'll be obvious because no numbers are going to be very similar to each other. And the homework might also ask you, hey, what percent of males had a negative opinion? Well, then you will go to males. You will go to negative. That will be a 40%. So you would say 40% for males. How many were negative for females? Go to females, go to negative. That will be 50.90. If it's multiple choice, hey, you might see 51%. Again, it's going to be really close, really obvious. And making some connections here. What is a valid conclusion from this data? So, males are more likely to have a negative opinion, Well, once you put it into percentages, is that true? Not really, because look, females had a 50% negative, while males were 40. So this one would be false. Females are more likely to have a negative opinion. I think so, right? And watch out, it could be, maybe this is a select all that apply, so we gotta read all of them. There is not a link between gender and opinion. If there was not a link, then everything would be more or less the same, right? We noticed that more males had a positive aspect than females. So there is a link right now with gender and their opinions. And this is where universities have to understand, hey, what's going on? Why are females a little more negative towards campus housing? Maybe they don't feel secure. Maybe they need more security. Or maybe they need to balance the ratios better. Things like that the universities need to take into account. Because again, just like you guys, a student that does not feel safe is a student that is not going to learn as well. And their experience is going to be a little difficult. A lot of you want to go to college, they want to have a great experience, and universities do their best by making that experience great, and they use this data to make sure it goes well. And that's basically the lesson for today.